What's good, guys? Prince Sports here. So you saw the game with the Milwaukee Bucks and the Bulls. I was looking forward to this game. Some people weren't looking forward to it, but I was because I think this series is going to be a good series. Now, Giannis Antetokounmpo had 27 and 16. And me being the honest guy that I am, always got to tell you the truth. That 27 and 16 would have absolutely meant nothing. You want to know why? Because the Milwaukee Bucks was going to lose this game. Alex Caruso was stopping Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was stopping a lot of people on the defensive end. He was making plays on the offensive end. And this goes to show you, basketball is a two-way game, offense and defense. If you do that at an elite level, you're going to most likely win the game, period. And Giannis Antetokounmpo got carried by his teammates again. A superstar getting carried by his teammates. Okay, this is not the first time that this has happened for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and this is why some people don't want to put him as the best player in basketball. He could be called the most dominant basketball player, but best basketball player, no. Because the best basketball player has to be dominant, and he has to have the ability to close games. You could be a superstar basketball player and still be dominant. Shaq, LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, guys of that nature. But if you can't close games out, it's going to be hard for people to call you the best basketball player because you got to be able to do both. Now, Shaq is a perfect example. He's get compared to Giannis a lot. And guess what? They both have a lot in common. They both need a Kobe Bryant and a perimeter player to help close games out for them because they can't do it themselves. This just uplifts the value of Kobe Bryant. This means Shaq needed Kobe Bryant more than Kobe Bryant needed Shaq. Kobe could have won more championships without Shaq. But if Shaq ain't playing with a T-Mac or Allen Iverson, he don't get championships because he's one-dimensional like that because he's just dominant. That's it. And that's the problem with Giannis Antetokounmpo. You would have lost this game if it wasn't for Drew Holiday and, dig this, a center, Brook Lopez, bailing you out, okay? These are things you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be getting Big Willie with those guys. And I want to hear about shooting in this particular game because Brook Lopez was out there posting people up and making and ones. That's what's supposed to be Giannis. But you disappeared in the fourth quarter. Giannis Antetokounmpo was nowhere to be found in the fourth quarter. All you did was just pass the ball out to somebody to hit a three and hit shots to bail you out. That is a no-no. You can't do that. You got to figure out ways to close games out if you want to be called the truly greatest basketball player in the game. All right, you can't keep getting bailed out by teammates. This is why some people got Kevin Durant over you, because Kevin Durant can still close games at a more better rate than Giannis Antetokounmpo. So, with that being said, man, the Milwaukee Bucks pulled it out, but this shows you this is going to be a dragged out knockout series, okay? And if you're one of those people that judges Giannis Antetokounmpo, and you should, because we got to critique everybody. Everybody gets a fair critique. Giannis may not be the best player in basketball if he can't close games out because he needs to do both. Now, with dominant basketball players, you can't let the game get close. You have to put your foot on their neck from beginning to end, and you have to blow them out. Because if you can't blow them out, you're going to have to rely on somebody else to close the game out because you can't do it. It's just simple as that, And a lot of guys that are dominant needed that, Wilt Chamberlain needed somebody to close games out for him because he was dominant, but he wasn't good enough to execute when the game was on the line to close games out. LeBron James, he's a better closer than Giannis Antetokounmpo because he could shoot the shot better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. But here's the thing. He needed closers a lot to bail him out a lot of times too. This is why he linked up with the perimeter players like the Dwayne Wades, the Kyrie Irvings, His only dilemma is he hooked up with too many all-stars to bail him out a lot of times, all right? And he does hold something over Giannis, though. He was able to close games out more better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. He has a track record of closing games out better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. All right, so that's the thing. You know, you got to be able to close these damn games out. You got to do both. You got to be dominant and close games out. So that comes down to a question: would you rather have a guy that could play mediocre, just keep you into the game, but when the game is on the line, he could close the game out for you, finish the game out, and get the W for you? Or would you rather have a guy that's dominant, put up these good numbers, but when push comes to shove, he nowhere to be found, and he needs players to bail him out? But what if those players don't bail him out, and he loses? Then that looks bad on him. Press Sports out. Peace.